Creating story-based lessons using the newspaper is a great way to teach current events. Following an ongoing event such as the Olympics allows vocabulary to be developed. Students can follow the Olympics on television at home and school, not to mention that it is a topic that their typically developing peers will be talking about. By middle school, students are routinely reading nonfiction literature. Autobiographies and biographies are good choices. There are many interesting topics to cover as well as extension activities. Some examples might include studying Native American culture and reading books on famous Native Americans such as Sitting Bull, or learning about slavery in Africa while reading a book about Martin Luther King Jr. Middle schools often have themes such as change, social justice, or values and decision making. Choose people that go along with those themes. In addition to famous people, story-based lessons can also be based on other types of nonfiction. Students can have the opportunity to learn about historical events, such as man's first trip to the moon or the World Wars. In addition, story-based lessons can be based on books about other cultures. This is another opportunity for multisensory experiences. As you read about a culture, listen to the music, see the clothing, taste the flavors of that culture. This is also an opportunity to expand your story-based lessons across content areas. You can also use a story-based lesson format to teach science concepts. In early grades, you might read books about animals and their habitats. By middle school, you can actually conduct science experiments to go along with your readings. See the science module to learn more about wonder stories. By middle school, all reading assignments are from chapter books with the exception of poetry. The challenge of chapter books is the amount of text and the difficulty level of the text. The joy of chapter books is that there are often books that you read and loved in middle and high school. The stories are enriching, and you can easily spend 8 weeks on one adapted chapter book. You can use chapter books to spark research topics and other activities in other content areas. Studying plays with students with significant disabilities may seem like a stretch, but it can be done. Teach students to say their parts either vocally or with a voice output device. Use a photo of their character in addition to the name. Adapt the script to include the pictures of the characters. When beginning plays, focus on the students' understanding turn-taking and anticipating when it is their turn. As students become familiar with the play, add in comprehension and setting. Doing plays will be easier and more fun if you have students who are verbal to participate. If you have typical peers that come to your room, those students read the longer parts of the play and allow students using voice output devices to read the shorter lines. The majority of chapter books will need to be adapted. They are simply too long and complex for students with significant disabilities to gain meaning from. The module on adapting books will provide information of how to adapt the books as well as how to adapt the text. Above is a sample page from Number the Stars, which is commonly read in 6th grade. As you can see, key words have symbols added. Remember to keep your lesson age appropriate. By middle and high school, there will be very little that does not have to be adapted. When adding symbols or picture support to the text, make sure it is appropriate for the age and grade level of the student. On the note of age appropriateness, students in middle and high school will no longer sit on the floor or at a kidney table. They will sit in desk or small tables, and they will also have their own copies of the book that is being read.